What a massive, big day for Unicorn Fart Dust. What a momentous occasion that we get to celebrate this morning. We got a lot to cover today, guys. We're going to talk about the big Ledger meme coin battle royale, but we're also going to talk about a big fun thing that's going on in our community right now for Valentine's Day. And we'll save the best for last. We have our friend Jakey joining us to kind of share his thoughts on what's going on out there. But let's get right to it. First off, good job, UFD community. You did it. We did it, right? We won the Ledger meme coin battle royale, and we did it because of your heart. We did it to show that we're here to stay. What an exciting event for us. Let's run out and take a look. I want to point something out that I find very interesting when I look at this information. Here's the tweet that Ledger put out. So you're into meme coins, huh? UFD at Basement Ron just ran the table on our meme coin battle royale. 4 days, 8 communities, thousands and thousands of votes, one winner. But what I want you to look at and what we need to realize why this is such a momentous occasion. Look at the meme coins that we were up against. Ponk, okay, Fwog, Bonk, Fart Coin, Dog with Hat, Pudgy Penguins, our friends, and Trump. Guys, this is a massive group of meme coins that we went up against. Trump has the president of the United States behind it. A lot of these coins have been around for years or much longer than we have, and we showed that we're here to stay. I mean, look out. There we are right there. Hold on. Let's get out the crayons for a second. Great job, Dusters. Horns up, right? You can be very, very proud of this right here, right? That's what we did. That's what we accomplished. So congratulations. We can't say enough good about what has happened today, what you're proving today. Does it feel like to you, I have a question, does it feel like to you that we are forging ourselves within the meme coin sector, that we're proving that we're here to stay? We're heading into our 9th week of existence. Okay, we are not a flash in the pan. No, this is like such an organic movement that is going on, and it's going on because of you. It's going on because of your participation. It's going on because of your heart. I like to refer to us as a baby Bitcoin. I had a great conversation with one of the smartest young men that I've ever talked to in this sector last night. And I asked him, I said, does it feel like this is a baby Bitcoin? And he said, yes. I said, well, some people get mad at me when I say that. They say I shouldn't say it. He said, no. He said, I've been in Bitcoin for the last 11 years. He said, this feels very, very similar, this organic, strong movement. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be the next Bitcoin or anything like that, but by gosh, what's going on within the community, what's going on with you is real. It is a big deal. I had another conversation with somebody last night who told me their mom, who's in her 60s, put $10,000 recently into Unicorn Fart Dust. And as I was talking to this person, and it always comes back to the same thing, it's always about the organic community, right? Our decentralized. This is the central headquarters of Unicorn Fart Dust. I'm glad you're here with me, by the way. Thank you for joining me, right? This is the centralized headquarters, this organic community in about Catalyst and Catalyst. We all want Catalyst, no doubt. But I told him, I said, the fact that your mom, a person in her 60s, bought $10,000 worth of UFD, to me, that's the catalyst. Because day by day by day, guys, we are filling up the jar with diamond hoof dusters. You proved it. Ledger, meme coin, battle royale. Take a step back. Look at all the coins that we were competing against. We're 9 weeks old. Okay, we don't have the president of the United States behind us. You got a almost boomer in his basement behind us. Look at what you're doing. Look at what we're accomplishing. It is a big, big, big deal. All these other things pop up every day, right? We are there. We are forging a future for Unicorn Fart Dust. And we're doing it. How are we doing it? Why are we so unique? We're doing it with honesty, we're doing it with integrity, okay? And we're doing it with transparency, and we're doing it with prosperity in the end for all. Transparency is very important. I'll always be completely honest with you guys. I forgot my disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything that I say here today. Don't adopt a puppy, buy a meme coin, sell stock, do anything. This is for entertainment purposes only. However, I want you to know that I personally, right, my biggest investment is unicorn fart dust. So I'm aligned with you. Horns up, dusters. What a great accomplishment that you've had. Now, I want to go, hold on here. Let's look at some other good things going on. Guys, we are growing. This is what they say. Like the communities that make it, the cryptos that make it are the ones that get stronger in adversity. And we are coming out, I believe, coming out of a period like somebody, David Goldstein said it to me yesterday. He's like, you guys have been through everything. He's like, Ron, you've been through everything. Unicorn Fart Dust has been through everything. And we're remaining strong. Those are the coins that make it, right? The ones that, the reason why is that if we can make it through the hard times and thrive like we are, imagine what we can do in the future. It's incredible. All right. I promised you more fun data to look at. Let's take a look at this one. This one came from an organization called Mudrex, which I think is a like an exchange of some sort. You know me, I'm not the guru in this, you are. But they said, which meme coin is the next Doge? And they have a list up there, okay? They didn't include us in that list. But what I thought was interesting, all right, was when you go down to the comments, there's this, but oh, there's Unicorn Fart Dust. There's the cat. Oh, there's Unicorn Fart Dust. Oh, there's Unicorn Fart Dust. Look at what you guys are doing. There's Unicorn Fart Dust. There's Unicorn Fart Dust. There's UFD. There's UFD. There's UFD again. Okay. This is what we are doing out there, making noise, right? They don't even include us on the list. And you guys make sure that we're included on the list. Good job, Dusters. Way to go. Right? We won the Ledger Meme Coin Battle Royale. We're going places. We are absolutely going places. Here's some more interesting data that we can look at. And here we go. Okay. This came from Rick Kane. He said, UFD, do you got it? Top meme tokens by social activity. All right. Where are we on the list? Here, let's pull it up and take a look. Where's UFD? Oh, we're number 3, right? We're number 3 behind Doge, who has a market cap that's like 6 million times higher than ours, and Pepe, who probably has a market cap at least hundreds of times higher than ours. And we're on the same list again, right? With MLG, our friends at Pingu, Sheeb, Peanut, Bonk, Giga. I mean, look where we are, guys. Look at what you are doing. This is real. This is really happening. I can't tell you. I can't predict the future. You know that. I can't say what the price of UFD beans are going to be in a month from now, 2 months from now. But I can tell you that the value and the price of the beans is dependent upon the value of the community. And look at those 2 last pieces that we looked at, right? We're like number 3 in social dominance on that chart behind coins that are worth hundreds, if not thousands of times more than ours. Okay? We're seeing an exchange put out a list of who's got the best community. They don't include us, but UFD dominates the timeline. It's crazy what we are doing. It's crazy what we are accomplishing and what we will continue to accomplish as well. Okay, hold on. I need to scratch a few things off the list this morning. We've got a lot to cover, okay? All right, Mudrex. Okay, so today's Valentine's Day, and community members put together some really cool Valentines. I'm going to show you more about this later. However, let me go to the post. There it is. I'm going to show you this. Hold on here. There we go. All right. And here we go. Here's a post from Gotcha Ghost, okay, @9_Ghost. Happy Valentine's Day. check out the Meme Depot link below to download our UFD Valentine's Days cards. Okay, so you got to go to the Meme Depot, and guys, they put together some really cool Valentines. We want to flood Twitter with these Valentines. I have some I'm going to share with you later that we're sending out to some of our partners. We've got Valentines. It's pretty interesting what's going to happen today with these Valentines. So you go to the Meme Depot, you can download these, you can edit and address the cards using this program, imgflip.com, and send them to your favorite dusters and buttercups. So let me go back here. All right. I'm going to show you the Meme Depot. Sharing this tab. Okay, here's the Meme Depot, guys. You just go here, type in, look, if I can do it, you can do it. Type in unicorn fart dust in the search bar, and you get here. I'll show you. I'll walk you through it step by step. And don't forget, we're going to have Jakey on here in a little bit. So I'm going to type in unicorn fart dust. And there it is. Did it search? No, it did not. Hold on here. Unicorn fart dust. I'll click on it. There we go. Okay. Make sure I got you guys on the right screen, which I do. And then we go down here just a little ways and look at all these Valentines that he put together for us. I mean, these are awesome. We want to flood the internet. Send them to each other. Send them to your friends and family on Twitter. Send them to people that aren't part of the UFD community, buttercups on Twitter, okay? So you just click on this, you go over here, see the download, press download. It'll download to your computer, to your device. And then I used this program, which is called imgflip.com. You guys look, I'm not the most technically astute. I'm an almost boomer. You're way better at this than me. But I was able to figure out how to load one of the Valentines, one that I downloaded, into this program, and I put this together for Susie. To Susie from Ron. I used this over here, like the top text box and the bottom text box, and then I opened it in a new tab, and there you go. Happy Valentine's Day, Susie, my lovely Susie. She's not here today to help me. Oh, I forgot. Shoot. There we go. There it is. That's what I put together for Susie for Valentine's Day. Something about that green one I just liked. So what we want to do is get these out there into the public, out on Twitter. Today's Valentine's Day. Send electronic Valentines. Send them to your fellow dusters. Send them to the buttercups. Right? Let them know about UFD. It's really a cool thing. I super appreciate the community for working on this. I also want to mention there's a lot of people that worked on the Ledger meme coin battle royale. Emma and Crypt Wizard were running contests for the best memes that were going on during it. There are so many people. Look, I talked to this, what I think is one of the Saf, okay, one of the most talented young guys last night for a long time, almost an hour and a half. And there are so many people working so hard on so many different projects in our community. Thank you to everybody. And while I'm at it, thank you again to everyone who donated and continues to donate to the multi-sig wallet. Somebody continues to donate on a day-by-day basis. I'm getting close to having all the beans back that were stolen during the hack. Look, I get overwhelmed, okay? And it's no excuse. But I do sometimes forget to say thank you to certain people. I apologize for that. Please know that I'm very grateful. Susie's very grateful for everything that the community is doing for us, whether with the multi-sig wallet, all the work, all the hours, all the heart that each of us are putting into this. Each of you are putting into this. It is much appreciated. I tip my horn. Horns up, dusters! Huh? Right? We are dusters. We started out as buttercups. I was a buttercup 9 weeks ago. Buttercups are people that haven't yet bought their first unicorn fart dust bean. Right? Then we became dusters, and then we invented this term, diamond hooved dusters. And that's where we are today, right here in Duster Club. But we know you are diamond hooved. So thank you guys for all of that. Okay, now Now we've got some special Valentines. We're going to send out a little later today. Here we go. Let me share this. You guys put together some unbelievable things for us. Okay, here's one. We're going to send out to our sponsor, MoonPay. Thank you, MoonPay, for sponsoring Ron's Basement, for supporting Unicorn Fart Dust. We appreciate it, okay? We're going to send this out to our friends at MoonPay later today. Look at these things, all right? We're going to send them to Ledger, thanking them for doing the Ledger Meme Coin Battle Royale. That'll go out to Ledger, and right, because we love all the other. We are not. It was fun, friendly competition in the Meme Coin Battle Royale, but look, it's all friendly. We are a positive community, and we're even going to send a look at this one's great to our friends at Punk. And if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I do apologize. So again, thank you for all the work that people have put into these Valentine's. Today's Valentine's Day. Don't forget, go to the Meme Depot, download onto your computer, and then you go to that IMG. It says in the directions. I figured it out. I was almost calling people this morning like, how do I do this? But I was able to figure it out. I know you can. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. I see Jakey. Oh my gosh, what a great show. What a great morning. I'm going to give him a second. Hi, Jakey. I see you. He's waving at me. All right, guys. Jakey, you got about 10 seconds and you're coming on. All right. You know what? Here we go.
Hey, Jake. What's up, Ron?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm hearing an echo though now.
Here, let me
Yeah.
Better? We good?
I think we're good. Yeah, we're awesome. Thanks, man. The only thing worse than hearing me once is hearing me twice. So thanks a lot for being here, man. It's really a special treat to have you.
No, thank you for having me. When you, I think it was Tuesday when you messaged me about coming on, I was very excited.
All right. Yeah. So I got a bunch of questions for you, Jakey. Everybody knows you in the meme coin sector, and you and I talked, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Had a great conversation. I went away feeling like this is like a really smart guy. So I have a question for you. Tell me about like how you got into Solana, how you got into the meme coin sector.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can take it back to how I entered crypto. Mm-hmm. It's funny enough, and I describe 2020 or 2021 as a transitional year for myself. I was already creating content in you. Wait, am I still here and everything?
Yeah, you're here. Whatever. When I do this, you're like the center. You're on stage, but if you want to see me, I can come back too.
No worries. I just want to make sure before I dive into it. But yeah, I've been creating content on the internet for 10 plus years now. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. 2021 comes around, and I decided I wanted to leave a few things behind. I wanted to stop, drinking, partying. And I needed a break from the social media game, creating videos, the kind of the rat race I felt like I was in. Yeah. And so I was looking for other hobbies on the internet. And I remember hearing about NFTs on a podcast that FaZe Banks had with Keemstar. And the way he described NFTs seemed attractive. It reminded me of the old gaming days in some capacity. And I'd never been interested in crypto before, but this added a new layer. It kind of like gamified it where it kind of seemed fun because there was like a social aspect to it. And so I started doing a little bit of digging. I started off on Ethereum, trading NFTs. I started off with very little capital. And over on Ethereum, there's a lot of gas fees. There's a lot of friction. The MetaMask wallet is horrible. And someone told me about an NFT mint that was coming up on Solana. And so I was like, I have no idea what Solana is. And he helped me out. He set me up with a Phantom wallet. And right away, I was like, oh my God, this is like exponentially better than the MetaMask wallet. The Phantom wallet, the UI, everything about it was just better. Yeah. And I did my first mint on Solana. And from that point on, I was like, okay, the moment I minted the NFT, it was directly in my wallet. I paid basically no gas fees. This is how I envisioned trading NFTs and moving on the blockchain. Like this was fun. And so I never kind of went back. I've been on Solana ever since. I realized very early on that there was this landscape, this industry where there wasn't much like content being posted, at least in like a personable aspect. And so I kind of seen that as an opportunity to kind of pivot, something that I had kind of like taken a break from, but I could kind of bring it back in a new way and possibly monetize it in a way I never could and bring it into the crypto space. And so that's what I've been doing for the past, 3 years. And of course, crypto moves quickly. Last cycle, it was like everything NFTs. This cycle is very much focused around meme coins. And so for me, someone that wants to be the center of attention, that wants to be, out in the open, front facing, I have to adapt to what is happening and what's currently like in at the time. And that's meme coins. And so, yeah, I want to say like start of last year, I really started putting my hands on, in terms of like trading, understanding what a meme coin community and how these things kind of operate. And so I spent the last year doing that. And it's kind of a little intro of how we kind of brought ourselves to this day.
Yeah, that is awesome. I don't know why I want to ask you this, but where did you grow up?
I grew up. No, that's a great question. I grew up in the suburbs of Toronto, Canada. Okay. So I was like 40 minutes out from the city, but I went to the city often to skateboard and stuff. So yeah,
that's awesome. I went to Toronto about a year and a half ago to visit a gold mine up in Rouyn-Noranda up in Quebec. Okay. And I had no idea how big Toronto is. I thought I was going to Cincinnati or something. And I got on that train from the airport to downtown, and I was amazed at what a big city Toronto is. It's massive.
It really is. I mean, I've always said it's still, in a way, I hope no one takes disrespect to this, but it's a smaller but cleaner kind of version of New York in a way. I've been to New York a couple times, and that's it's got the same feeling, but it is big. Like when you think about downtown Toronto, maybe that's not like super widened like New York, but what we call the Greater Toronto Area, the GTA, it spreads. It's, East York, all of those areas, it spreads.
I want to get back to meme coins and communities, but when I was riding that train from the Toronto airport to downtown, I felt like I was in a Star Wars movie. I'd never had seen so many 50-story glass condo buildings in my life. So yeah, it's a great city. You touched on communities when you were talking about kind of your pivot into the meme coin sector a year ago. Obviously, I'm like laser focused on UFD and laser focused on our community. When you as somebody who has a experience on a broader scale with different communities, what do you think are like the key attributes of the communities within the meme coin sector that provide successful long-term growth for a meme coin?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the stuff I'm going to say is somewhat obvious in a sense, but I think that's a great question to ask in a time like this, because we're in a market right now where people want to hyper gamble. They don't want to hold something for longer than 24 hours. It's a heavy rotation market, and that's why you're seeing a lot of bleeding in a lot of like the coins that people have been holding over the last 3 months, because everybody's just kind of moving their money around in a very quick instance. But yeah, I think when it comes to community, it's similar to the NFT kind of cycle and holding an NFT, except the barrier to entry for meme coins is much smaller. You can hold 1 penny. You like to refer to them as 1 bean, right?
1 bean, yeah.
And you're a part of the UFD community, so the barrier to entry is very cool. You can garner a much larger audience just because of that. But I think like it's having that core. It doesn't even have to be whales. You can hold 5, you can hold 10 tokens, whatever it is. It's having that core audience there, or believers that are consistently posting, that are consistently interacting, that are doing their job as a community member. And like selfishly speaking, as someone that's holding, you want to see a token do well, because let's be real, we all want to make money. We want to see the token go up. But if you focus on the core premise of, let's say UFD, for example, is like, that's wrong in the streams. And so I think as a community member of UFD, showing up to the wrong streams, making sure the wrong streams you're throwing a retweet on them, because that's kind of for the sake of conversation, that's your product, or the streams. That's what the UFD community kind of resides around, are the streams and what you do. So yeah, being a team player, all in all is what I'm saying. I think a lot of people, that's not written somewhere, but they kind of understand, well, yeah, that's obvious. But sometimes in this market, you have to say it out loud, because you don't see much of it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when I think about UFD, I think that the streams are and crypto Twitter are kind of the heartbeat of UFD. But then it goes like another layer deeper, and I'd like to get your perspective on this because you're an expert from the outside. I think people like UFD because of the transparency. That to the extent that myself as the developer, of the honesty, integrity, like we aren't a gambling coin anymore or a quick flip coin. Like we're trying to we're not trying, we're like forging this into more of a like a long-term viable asset.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Of course it does. I think I've said it a couple times too, and I made a couple tweets, and I think we talked about it on the last interview too. But it's like, it's unique in its own thing, right? It's like it's the storyline and narrative is always very important, and the narrative for you is really unique because you were learning in public. We see it kind of with Dave. We don't have to get into it, but we see it with Dave Portnoy and what he's doing. But the thing with you is you stuck to UFD. This is your like pride and joy. This is the basis of your streams. You were in gold and silver, and I'm sure you're still dabbling over in there. But you've made a huge pivot, and so you've attracted a new audience. Maybe you've put off old audience members that aren't interested anymore. But it's unique because you've stuck to the core focus that you like created, and you've learned in public. And I think that's really important. I think, God, we've talked about it too. There's been so many scenarios where people have promised the world. They've done possibly something similar to you, not the same storyline. And, a month goes by and maybe they're not as interested. Maybe it's not as fun anymore. Maybe the token is on a decline and they can't handle the pressure. And with you, what is it? How many months are we at? 3?
We are, Monday will be 9 weeks.
9 weeks. So there you go. So there's sustainability and there's staying power. And at this rate, I feel like your audience members and community members know a good portion of who you are and what you do on a daily basis and your life currently. And I think that's very important for transparency. And people just like to rally behind a good person. That's it. It's the Roaring Kitty effect with GME. They wanted him to win. They wanted retail to beat the corporate, hedge funds and all that. And there's a similar, not to compare, stories, but it's like there's a similar feeling to it, in my opinion.
Yeah, like we are. It's been a community takeover from like the first day, and like it's I think people resonate with this idea that I'll show up every day, right? No matter what happens. If I get hacked, if I have a great day, I'll be here. And you know what it's like to create content, right? It's just creating content on a daily basis, doing live streams on a daily basis. It's a roller coaster ride, but it doesn't matter, right? That, that as time goes on, there's going to be days where it's a lot of fun. There's going to be days where it's really difficult, but no matter what, I'll show up here and I'll be here. And I think that the community responds to that as well, because all of us, no matter who we are in life, right? Every person, you and I are talking now, but we've got this we got almost 3,400 people joining us. I mean, everybody goes through their ups and downs and their good days, bad days, everything in between. But like, if I can show that I'll have the discipline to show up here no matter what every day, I feel like that resonates with the community, and they have the discipline to kind of show up every day. And I'll tell you what, Jakey, I mean, look, the token price was on a downtrend, I guess we could say, but it feels like to me the community is on an uptrend. And we just won this Ledger meme coin battle royale. Like, these people in the UFD community have a lot of heart and a lot of passion for what we're doing. And it feels, if I had a choice right now, if you were the magic Jakey and you were to tell me I could do one of two things for you, I could double the token price immediately, or I could double the number of passionate dusters you have in your UFD community, I would take the latter. I would take doubling the number of passionate dusters, because I know in the long run, that's going to impact much more greatly the price of the token.
I 100% agree. Yeah, I 100% agree. And you're talking to someone that also, obviously, like I said, everybody's here to make money. Everybody wants to, make a buck. Don't get me wrong, but I'm someone that really, it sounds corny, but I'm going to say that cherishes impact. Like impact is very important to me. Like when it's all said and done, I want either my digital footprint or the impact. Maybe it's on the people around me or whatever. That's very important to me. And so with UFD, I feel like it's a similar trajectory where it's like, of course, more holders, more exposure, token price, within speculation can go up. But I think like on an impact level as well, it's like holders grow, more people enter the community, you continue to do what you're doing. You're impacting many lives. Like I'm not sure, I could go check, or you could, let me know. I'm not sure how many UFD holders there are right now, 30, 40,000, but that's 30, 40,000 people that you've impacted in some capacity. And above all, I know we're talking meme coins and I'm not trying to be this guru, but like that's 30 to 40,000 people that you've potentially impacted on, maybe doesn't have to be on a monetary aspect. It could just be on a level of your charisma or happiness, or they get entertainment from this. And I think that's very important and that's kind of priceless. But yes,
it is.
Go ahead.
Well, you say that, and I haven't told this story in a while, but the first when UFD took off the first night, I had no idea what was going on, right? And I sold some beans that very first night at a very low price. I wish I hadn't, but I did. And then later that night, I made this commitment to this. I didn't know that I had a community. I had no idea that crypto Twitter even existed. But on the live stream, I said, I won't sell. I promise you. First, I said for 10 days, and then later I pushed that out for another 3 months. But on the second day, I remember being out on my screen and porch and looking at my phone, looking at my Phantom wallet, and it said $1.2 million. And I was in shock. That's life-changing money, right? I'm like, oh my God, what happened? I had no idea what the token price had gone to. But to what you just said, even at that early phase, I just knew that like this situation could have a much better impact, or a bigger impact, not just on my life and Susie's life and my family, but on all these people as well. Like I knew like almost immediately that it was bigger than money, I guess you would say. Even though, look, man, $1.2 million is a lot of money to me. Anybody, I think most people, that there was this other like inner knowing that was just bigger than that. And just it wasn't even a question. And I had some of my friends tell me like, you're a fool, you should sell that, Bob. And not all my friends, but a few of them, and people that I respect. But there was just something bigger. So I liked what you say about impact on people's lives, right? Like that there's good in good, that there's good in being honest, and that there's good in integrity, and that those things are always there, and that it can attract a lot of people.
100%. Yeah. No, exactly. And I think, and listen to everybody watching too, not only is Ron learning in public and when you talk about crypto in the grand scheme, novice to everything. And I say that with all love. Like I'm just pointing out.
No, I'm a novice. No, Jakey, I'm a novice.
Even myself, I'm a novice in the grand scheme of actual like crypto. Maybe not in the meme coin sector, at least with this cycle, but in the grand scheme. And so everybody's kind of learning as we go. And especially like now you have, people are tokenizing everything. And so like people are all kind of like, you have, like I said, I mentioned Portland and stuff. They're all coming into the space and they're all learning kind of as we go. I think like with you as well, Ron, one thing I will say is impact is important, but at some point you have to do what's right for yourself as well. I don't think, I'm not saying that should be anytime soon, but you deserve to get what you, to get what you deserve out of UFD in the long term. And like I said, I think like looking at the long term, although people will disagree in the perspective of, listen, this is a heavy rotation market, only hold a coin for 24 hours. I would like to believe the latter, and I would like to believe that there are coins like UFD, and I hold, one of, whatever, so-and-so, that these perform well in the long run because they form culture, or the thesis grows stronger, or the conviction behind the person or what it represents
Yeah.
is important. If that
Thanks.
makes sense. That was poorly worded, but yeah.
Yeah, I think you did great. And I think what you've communicated is what I feel like at my absolute core about what's going on with UFD. And that is that this can be a long-term, not just months, not just weeks, but we're talking years or maybe even decades, right? Of something that's there. The one thing that always gets me so excited, Jakey, you're probably tired of hearing me say it, is that there's only 999 million. Oh, you can't see it. There's only 999 million beans, that a guy told me last night that his mom is in her 60s, bought $10,000 worth of beans. And, like that every day we get more and more like long-term holders, people that aren't necessarily looking to flip it and make a quick buck, and where that can go. When you talk about impact, can I share a couple of things with you, Jakey, before we go?
I would love that.
Okay. Well, talk about impact. Okay. I get this in the mail from my friend Beckham, who's in Washington. And I know his mom, she's a duster, but he writes me this letter. I'll read it real quickly. Okay. And I'm not going to cry, as I already did. He said, I'm 9 years old. Damn it. I just said I wasn't going to cry. I sold all my gold and silver to buy UFD. My dream is to buy a Cybertruck. Beckham. And he said, I have diamond hooves. Hold on. He says, I have diamond hooves at the bottom. Okay. So then he sends this picture of a Cybertruck.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then he sends a picture of himself, like that's, and I know his mom's, I don't know her personally, but I've traded messages with her. That's like, and I feel a responsibility to this little guy to get him a Cybertruck, which can be heavy, a little bit of a heavy thing, but in a good way, right? But like to me, that's, I guess if I'm on here, not talking about it, but showing transparency, showing honesty, showing integrity, that and I got to get a lot of stuff from kids, right, and a lot of stuff from old people too. We got Grandma Duster in Sweden. She's 88 years old. That like we are having an impact on the world, and like what you said earlier. Yeah, sure, I would love to have millions of dollars. Don't get me wrong, right? But I like, if nothing else, the impact that it's had on people. And also me knowing that I believe in the long run that this thing could, I believe have some really great potential for prosperity, not just for me and Susie, but for everybody that's in the community.
No, I would agree. I think that's awesome. I'm really glad that you showed me that letter. And yeah, I agree with you. I think it comes with a level of pressure, but as long as you continue to show up and do what you do, at the end of the day, listen, like I've told people this before too, that may have tokens or NFT projects. It's like the market inevitably is going to value at what they want to value it at. Like sometimes you can do everything right in your power and it just doesn't amount to exactly what you had expected. But I promise you, like if you do the job that you said you're going to do and you're going to continue to show up, then that impact will be there. And so when it's all said and done, of course, I want to see Ron walk away with a good chunk of money. But on an impact level and everything you're doing, it's almost like a priceless thing. And to Beckham, I think he appreciates that as a 9-year-old kid, him watching your streams and, praise the Most High. We get him that Cybertruck, but on a level of entertainment and, moral of the
I tell you what, Jakey, when Beckham gets his Cybertruck, he picks me up. We'll come pick you up and we'll all go for a ride. Huh?
Yeah, that sounds great. That's the plan there. I'll take you up on that.
Yeah. So, and I have something for you. So our community is always doing fun stuff, and they requested, since they knew you were coming on, and you are very popular, for good reason. You are a very popular personality figure within the meme coin sector, right? You know that. I mean, I don't know, people gravitate towards you. I think because, I'll just give you my opinion, because you're smart Okay, I believe you're a very smart guy. I thought that after our first talk. But you also have a very good heart. And even just judging by a couple of the things you said during our conversation this morning, you further galvanized that with me. Like you are a good person. So they put together this for you. Let me see if I can pull this off. Jakey, you're dealing with my technical abilities here. Hold on. There it is. Can you see that on the screen, Jakey?
I can see that. Jakey from Ron, stealing hearts, blasting parts. That's awesome.
Stealing hearts, blasting farts. So the UFD community put together all kinds of, well, there's like 12 different of these Valentines, and people can download them and fill them in. And so that's for you from me. So yes, that's us, Jakey. We're stealing hearts and blasting farts. They also put together one for your friend Gigi. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna
you
love
are. Yeah, you are unique. And I want to mention too, I saw Gigi put out a post earlier in the week supportive of UFD. You know, she was early. Oh, hold on here. Get you back up there. She was early on, and I know it was like really one of the first like people that spotted UFD, and we're very grateful to her and to you as well. What did I forget to ask you, Jakey? Anything?
I think we covered a lot. The beauty, and first off, thank you for the Valentine's Day card from you and the UFD community. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. And on Gigi too. She's just one of those good ones, you know, in terms of, you know, and I'll just say it here. I hope she doesn't mind me saying this. It's like people say this, that, and the third, whatever. It's not even like when she opened her arms to like help in any capacity and try to do what she can with the UFD community. It's not even like you would assume that she was heavily incentivized because she had a massive bag in the token. And to her situation, right, it wasn't even crazy like that. She just liked you, and she liked the story, and she wanted to see it prosper, and she wanted to help where she could because it was a unique story. And I think it's important to crypto. And so Gigi's one of the good ones. I'm really appreciative that she even introduced me to you in the community, and she put me on. To be honest, I wasn't there that night when this all went down. I think she was on stream, but I don't know where I was. But she put me on, and I'm very grateful for that. And
Gigi, I just want to say, has helped me several times. In particular, like when my Twitter got hacked, and then got hacked again, although it was a related thing, and of course with the hack that happened a few weeks ago, she's been very, very helpful. Thank you, Jakey. Okay, I'm gonna twist your arm to get you on here once every 3 or 4 weeks so we can just chat and have an update. You know, you're a good man in my book, and on behalf of the whole UFD community, we appreciate you. I really appreciate you coming on. Okay,
it's mutual, Ron. And I was gonna say, when you said, was there anything we forgot or anything? The beauty of that is that you let me know when you want me to come back, and I'll be here. I'll make sure that I show up, and we can cover anything. There's so much that we could go over. So part 2, part 3, part 4. But Ron, thank you for having me. Shout out to the UFD community, and much love.
And if they want to follow you, you're at Soul Jakey, at SOL Jakey on X. Any other ways you want people to contact or follow you? Anything like that?
No, that's probably the best course of action there. Is
okay.
Follow the X. Yeah.
All right, brother. Have a good day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Ron. Thank you.
Right. See you, bud. Bye-bye. All right, guys. What a great person. I really like Jakey. He's supportive of the UFD community, right? But what at the core, what I love about him is just his kind of high quality. I think he's a smart guy, very smart guy. And I can tell he's got some depth to him in a good way, right? He cares about people, cares about communities, all that good stuff. All right, let's see what else we got to cover today. I showed you the MoonPay and Ledger. Okay. I wanted to bring this up, guys, because we talk about what makes, hold on here. Yeah, this was interesting as we look at crypto. All right. Here was an article about the ex-Binance chief, CZ, reminds followers of the golden rule of crypto wealth. All right. And I thought this applied to us. Diamond Hooves said one of the main figures of the crypto market, Changpeng Zhao, better known as CZ online, recently reiterated one of his primary mantras or prophecies regarding digital assets. Call it whatever you want. But once CZ said, quote, "If you can't hold, you won't be rich." And nothing was the same ever again. This statement was made in February of 2021. And 9 months later, prices on the cryptocurrencies markets peaked. So I think what he's saying there is there's a benefit, right? There's a benefit to long-term conviction, to long-term holding. And, you know, he's one of the most respected names in the crypto arena. Look, nothing against short-term trading, doing any of that. You know, me personally, and I would like to think this applies to most people, there is a benefit to doing something like becoming a diamond hooved and buying something and holding it for a long term if it's something that you believe in. Me personally, I can tell you from over the years, I've traded a lot with stocks, other things, short-term trades. And number one, it can be very emotionally draining. And number two, typically, statistically, doing a lot of short-term trades a lot of times doesn't work out. All right, we got that. And I think that's it, guys. Thank you to everybody who donated. Valentine's on X. Meme Depot. Don't forget, you can go to the Meme Depot, download these Valentines. Look, we had a stellar day yesterday. We won the Ledger Meme Coin Battle Royale. Let's look. We got like 7,000 people on here now. Let's just go back real quickly and take a look at how that played out one more time. And here we go. All right. This is how it all played out. Look at we were against Ponk, Flog, Bonk, Fart Coin, Trump, the president's coin. My Lord. Our friends at Pudgy Penguins. We love the Pudgy Penguins. We love Luca. There's us and Dog with Hat. Look at the group of 8 that we competed against. And guys, there it is right there. Again, we came out the winner on that. You know what it is, Frijole Friday. So let's quickly run to getting some more beans in the jug today. Oh, this is great. This is great. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. This came in the mail. Wait till you see what's inside here. Happy Valentine's Day, Susie. Okay, Susie, I know you're watching. And look at this awesome card. Wait till you see this card, Dusters. Woo, look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that the coolest card ever? And then he wrote a nice note to my wife, Susie. It's from our friend here. Said, "Dear UFD Queen Susie, behind every successful man is a woman that he does everything for. Us Dusters won't stop until Ron and yourself receive the recognitions the two of you deserve." This came from our friend Connects. Okay, thank you, Connects. This is an awesome card, and I will make sure that it gets delivered to Suzanne. And here's his 2 beans from Connects and Lauren. Which, guys, this is the most important thing of the day. We're putting, right, 2 more diamond hooves in the jug. All right. Did I say thank you to channel sponsor MoonPay? Thank you, MoonPay. Thank you for making this possible. Thank you for being the on-ramp into crypto for what, 30 million people now, including me? Would have been 29,999,999, but you got me, and you got me here today. So thank you, MoonPay. Right? They're in like 180 countries, 24/7 customer support, great company. So thank you very, very much. Here we got one from Slow Motion Society. All right, Frijole Friday. Where'd it go? Hold on here. Guys, sure, we have big catalysts like winning the meme coin battle royale, but this is a catalyst. Look at that. Huh? That's the bean from our friend Slow Motion Society. It's in the jug. Oh, wow. Look at this envelope. Oh, something about the post office, guys. When you mail these, I think they open them or something. This came from our friend Crypt Wizard. All right. Oh, we're throwing stuff everywhere this morning. Bean protection. Okay. Yeah. All right. Crypt Wizard, you're creating a catalyst, right? There you go. Okay. And I wanted to point this out, and I apologize. Was a little slow on this one, but our friend OX Dobbs, right, it wrote this super nice note to us, guys, and sent this hat. Okay, this Good Attracts Good hat, which is just totally awesome. Let me open this up and show you quickly. You guys are sending us some incredible stuff. There's actually 2 hats in here, but look at this. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? Like super high quality. Good Attracts Good. And look on the side, UFD. On the other side, our 3 emojis. So thank you. And I apologize. This came 2 or 3 weeks ago that I just now got around to saying that. I think that's it, guys. Let's go UFD. Let's go. I'll end with this. This period that we're in right now. And when I was talking to Saf last night, he used the word forge, right? He was around Bitcoin long time ago, 10, 12 years ago. And he said he used the word forge. Like right now, what you've done is you've forged the community, right, into this solid base, right? This organic movement, right? No paid advertising, like we're doing it organically. And what's happening is what's happening right now, right? The cream is rising to the top. I'm observing it within the community. The cream is rising to the top. The people that are here right now are the good ones, okay? Are the good ones. And we'll add more good ones. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But think about this. I'll end with this. What I think is two critical things for us to understand. Number one, the biggest catalyst that we can ever ask for on any given day is when somebody buys $10,000, like I heard about last night, of UFD, somebody around my age. And younger people, anyone, doesn't matter. But somebody who bought them and is holding them on a long-term basis. But what's even more important for us to realize right now, as we are being forged as a community, is this idea that during the difficult periods, we know one thing for sure. We know one thing for sure. Anyone who sold, right, was not a diamond hoof. Right? When 100% of anyone who sold, most likely not a diamond hoof. Those beans that they traded with the buyers, we know that a percentage of those buyers are diamond hoofed. And it's this, is the number of diamond hoofs continues to go up. Look, and the community continues to strengthen. Okay. We are going to get into a position when the sellers are exhausted. There aren't many sellers left. And at that point, we're going to see what I believe, right? I don't have a crystal ball. Don't make any financial decisions based on what I'm saying, but we're going to see what I believe to be unlimited potential for UFD as a community, right? With our relationships, with our family, right? But also from a prosperity perspective as well. That's the opportunity that we have, right? Because we are a finite resource. Think about this. The growth of our community is almost infinite at this point, right? The potential for growth around the world. Where was it today, this morning? I got a message from somebody in Spain, right? Africa on a regular basis. Africa, we're like popular. India, we're very popular. South America, we're popular. Australia, we're very popular. Yesterday or the day before, it was a lady in France who was originally from England. And we've got people in England. I think Major Tom's from England. Guys, we are everywhere in every age group, right? And as every day goes by, right, this is so critical, so fun to understand for us. Whoever sells is trading beans with a certain percentage of those buyers on any given day that are diamond hooved. So we are gaining day by day by day by day more and more diamond hoof dusters. Don't forget, go download some of the Valentines. Get them out there, okay? Don't forget, you are part of this community. You are as important as I am or as anybody else. You can make a difference, right? We are standing for good, honesty, integrity, right? Prosperity. Most important, right? Keep your horn up, keep your horn shine, keep your horn clean. All right. But most important, please be nice to yourself today. Okay. Start with that. I promise I will. You promise you will. Be nice to yourself. That's like the good, solid foundation. If you're nice to yourself and it's not being selfish, it'll give you the opportunity to be nice to other people out there, right? Do something a little special for somebody. Do something a little special for yourself, and then do something a little special for somebody else. Thanks, guys. I can't believe what an incredible community you are. A lot of love from Susie and I. Happy Valentine's Day, and we'll see you soon.